Have you ever wondered if LeBron James is human, when the downfall of his career will happen, or if he isn't human at all and he is from a different planet? If you can raise your hand to any of those questions, then you aren't alone. Now, yes, LeBron was born a freakishly amazing athlete, but over time your body breaks down and all the miles catch up and you start feeling and discovering wear and tear that you may have never felt before. LeBron is flirting with a 20-year career, and he's arguably in the best shape, mentality, and performance of his entire career. So what is he doing? Is he eating nothing but fruits and vegetables? Perhaps he's on an all-wine diet? Or maybe he has the best trainers and nutritionists that money can buy. Can you name any athletes who have gotten better as they have aged and left you asking the same questions as LeBron has? If so, let us know in the comments section who some of those athletes are. But before we jump in, please remember that if you've enjoyed the video thus far and can't wait to see how LeBron has made us question if he is a human or freak from another dimension, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and make sure to tell your friends and family about the journey we are about to embark on. Now let's dive in a bit deeper. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James reportedly spends about $1.5 million on his body every year. The two-time NBA MVP is known to follow a strict workout routine only 4 days a week while maintaining a diet of healthy food. 3 days he stays on top of the NBA, and doing so in his late 30s is because he is very particular in his eating. Works on mental aspect of his game with sports psychologists, where he envisions the ball going in the hoop. It's actually how he started to develop a three-point shot. And as mentioned before, he spends a staggering $1.5 million per year on his body. He does so by using cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers, Normatec leg boots, etc. Now, the most important part of LeBron spending money on his body is arguably his eating habits. For a recent game day routine, LeBron started his day with an egg white omelet with smoked salmon and gluten-free pancakes with berries. For lunch, he had whole wheat pasta, salmon, and vegetables. Right before the game, he had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. At halftime, he had sliced apples with almond butter on top. Right after the game, he immediately downed a protein shake. He uses a plant-based protein powder with almond milk, along with some fruit in the shake too. He stays away from whey protein or animal products for the first hour after a game to give his body a chance to properly recover. And then for dinner, LeBron had chicken parm with a rocket salad and a wonderful glass of Cabernet. LeBron is a wine lover, especially Bordeaux and Cabernet. In general, LeBron tries to eat organic throughout the year. And he is constantly hydrating with water, especially during the season. He specifically stays away from artificial drinks, artificial sugars, and fried foods during the season. His body is constantly in recovery mode during the season, so he tries to eat as clean as possible. Another big part of LeBron's body preparation for the year is to work on his mental game. Not too long ago, LeBron partnered with and collaborated with the app Calm. Calm is a meditation and relaxation aid to help you get through the deal. The King has acknowledged that as a professional athlete, mental health is just as important to success as his physical health. LeBron also rebranded the way he addresses mental health as talking about it as his mental fitness. The reason he did that was to give a very stigmatized topic an upbeat implication. As a high-performing professional athlete, King James carries the stress of winning games, earning championship titles, and striving to be the best basketball player of all time, though he's arguably there already. To combat this incredibly heavy pressure that's been placed on his shoulders, he felt it very necessary to incorporate mental fitness sessions into his daily routine. This takes place in the forms of early morning meditation, naps, and family time. By doing these and keeping consistent in these practices, he is making both his brain and body stronger. And the result in doing that? It helps him lead a happy, healthier, and more satisfied life. The money that King James spends on his body goes into his mental fitness and the food he eats, but it also covers costs from his home gym, trainers, massage therapists, chefs, appliances, and more. Knowing what he knows, if he had to spend double of what he spends, he would do it, because it's all worth it for LeBron, who, confusingly, shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. When do you guys think he will start to slow down? Or maybe you don't think he will, and he'll just retire one day on an uphill trajectory. Let us know below in the comments. As mentioned earlier, King James uses different and not common methods to keep his body humming on all cylinders. And a big part of James's unorthodox method and physical work is the various forms of treatment he gets to prepare for and recover from games. Prep and recovery are incredibly important, especially the older you get, and LeBron knows this. He was reportedly one of the first players to invest in a cryo chamber, which uses liquid nitrogen to essentially be a more efficient version of an ice bath. James is also a fan of using the hyperbaric chamber to put more oxygen into his body, which has positive effects such as it can also increase mental awareness. He also wears compression sleeves, shorts, and boots to stimulate blood flow. The boots are reportedly really big and gaudy, but very much worth it to the king. And when he leaves the arena or he is traveling, it doesn't stop there. LeBron also wears compression gear on flights after games and gets hooked up to an electrostimulation machine to flush out toxins and make his muscles contract. James does some simpler treatments too, like straightforward ice baths. And as icing on the proverbial fitness recovery cake, he also has massage therapists and is a fan of pedicures, which some of his teammates have been known to join him on. Now, as much money as LeBron spends on his body each year, he also knows how to relax and have fun. So it's safe to say that after the work is done, that he likes to splurge. And although it may not go toward his on-court performance, it was briefly noted before that wine is a favorite of LeBron's. One way in which he relaxed is that he had a lavish wine party during the season, which, if nothing else, is a nice break from the grueling pace he puts his body through. It's tough being the king, but his dedication and investments into his body is why he has been able to sustain such a long level of greatness. Let's enjoy it while he's still here.